Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kadisha, and I'm trying to do this every day because there's so much going on. We need some inspiration. We need some inspiration. Hey Dr. Ken, thanks so much for coming on again. You want to come on camera? My live is prompting me to to invite you on. Just say the word. Hey, Dr. Hassan. Oh no. The viewers will quickly go down to 0 if I start singing. Thank you guys. Okay guys, please hit share, hit share, hit share, hit share, because we can't do this unless we do it together. The division is even at the level of the White House. The approach to Dr. Fauci, who was the lead medical expert on this pandemic, has gone from out of sight to out of mind to basically an attack mode, attacking his credibility. Hey Barbara, thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Ken. Thank you. Maybe I will make that my theme music because yeah, we need Jesus to fix this. We need Jesus to fix this, and I think it's going to take everybody, God in all his forms, to make us act on one accord to get control of this pandemic. So okay, so in case you didn't know, we've got our first governor to test positive for the coronavirus. Oklahoma's governor Kevin Stitt tested positive for the coronavirus, and in a moment of transparency said that he thinks he got it while attending Trump's political rally on June 20th, where he was seen without a mask. And earlier in the pandemic, he took a picture and posted it on Twitter of himself in a crowded restaurant with some kids. And let me see, who is that? Is that, let's see. I don't want to say who I think it is because the thumbnail is so small. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming in. Please hit share, share, share. It's Dr. Carla. Hey, thank you. Dr. Yvette. I thought that was Dr. Yvette. Hey, Dr. Charlotte. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, we got our first governor to test positive for the coronavirus. He thinks he got it at Trump's rally where he was photographed not wearing a mask. However, he still won't enforce a mask mandate. Meanwhile, Alabama is the 36th state to propose a mask mandate, and so yeah, the partisan aspect of this whole mask thing is starting to subside now that they realize that the coronavirus does not follow partisan lines. So more Republicans are getting on. Ooh, am I losing listeners now that I'm talking about the Republicans? I don't know. So anyway, so all of California has to wear masks. Florida is still leaving it. Who lives in Florida? Dr. Yvette, don't you live in Florida? Are they still leaving it to the municipalities to enforce the mask mandates? So my question is, you guys, do you think we need a mask mandate in general, like a national mask mandate, or should we leave it up to personal responsibility? Is personal responsibility working, especially since Dr. Fauci seems to be being silenced? He's being silenced by the White House. Oh yeah, I heard he tested positive for the coronavirus too. And let's see, that's right, Dr. Yvette. So I I think Florida had more new cases in one day than New York City did at the beginning of the pandemic. Okay, so Dr. Yvette says, no, I don't trust others. I agree. Richard Mercer, oh my God. Richard Mercer and I went to elementary school together. Mask mandate needs to be mandatory. Check out Taiwan. That's right. Taiwan is doing pretty well. Is that right? Yeah, I agree. I think we need like a blanket policy for the mask mandate. Yes, Dr. Carla. Yes, like yesterday. Florida has more cases than many countries. Wow. Yeah, what is going on? Okay, Taiwan is forcing. Now, do you think our president will follow someone else's example? People don't know how to wear masks, and that's true, because I was at the post office today dropping off, fulfilling some orders for the mobile MD kit and the mini kit, and I saw one of the postal workers wearing the mask with her nose peeking over the top. So, yeah, again, please look at my masks, myths, and facts live stream from, I think it was Sunday. I just came off a 24-hour shift, so I barely know what day it is. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's go to Twitter and find out. Dr. Charlotte, let us know. Dr. Yvette says the RNC will in Jacksonville, which has a mask mandate. Okay. All right, good. So is the RNC having a convention in Jacksonville? Let's see. I really appreciate you guys participating in the chat. Yeah, let's see how Mr. Herman Cain is doing. Let's see. Meanwhile, yesterday, I had to call a few people and let them know of their positive COVID results. And yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't want to paint a picture that's entirely of gloom and doom. So I'll tell you, I'll be transparent with you. I called people to let them know they were positive, and most people were better already. They had had their tests done like June 30th or so. So on one hand, they were much better. Yeah, some EDs are not testing. So on one hand, the people were much better, but when I called them, they sounded wonderful and we were rejoicing. But then they cursed me out because it took so long for them to get the results. Many of them had gotten tested elsewhere and got their negative results before we could call them with the positive results from 2 weeks ago. So just beware, like before you get tested somewhere, ask them what the average turnaround time is, because yeah, these people were cursing me out. They were strong enough, that fatigue was gone, the coughing, chest pain, and fever was gone, and they were strong enough to curse me out about why the test results took so long to come back. Okay, so let's see. So the last thing I see is from like July 5th about Herman Cain. I guess they don't, they stopped checking on him after July 5th. Let's see. He's in Atlanta, and they say it's unclear how he contacted the virus, and they couldn't trace a specific contact, but he had consistently downplayed the threat of the coronavirus during the course of the pandemic, just like Governor Stitt did also. So let's see. Okay, Carl, thank you, Carl. I'm trying to be informative. Carla Cork said she just saw a first responder yesterday who was ill and had gone on vacation to Clearwater, Florida, with a temp of 1013. They had otitis externa, COVID status unknown, and yeah, that's the hard part of this, because you know there's still the typical bacteria and viruses going around that are causing other infections, just like they have every year. But now we have to worry if everything is COVID. So yes, some EDs are not testing. And I think EDs should be testing all their staff on a regular basis because a lot of us could be asymptomatic carriers. So Dr. Charlotte says drama in Abilene, a restaurant server tested positive, but the restaurant didn't contact people until it was listed on Facebook. Yeah, people are putting the economy before the health of the general public. Yeah, people are putting the economy above the health of the general public. So we're saying that, so is there a consensus that personal responsibility isn't working, that we should do like a general, we should ask for a general, like a nationwide mask mandate? I think so. I think so. Yeah, I wish we could, I don't know, maybe we could start a petition or something. It's so true here in Idaho as well. Are people minimizing the seriousness of this situation? I wonder. Now, the mayor here of Houston, Sylvester Turner, he did ask our governor to enforce a mask mandate as one of our leading judges is coming off finished her quarantine after being exposed to the coronavirus. So yeah, now we got our first governor. So yeah, Herman Cain is 74. I haven't seen anything else after July 5th. I wish people would test these first responders too. And I'll, at the risk of someone on my job watching, where people on the job aren't being tested. The mask wear is inconsistent. I think I'm the main one who wears a mask most of the time. So some people, sometimes they wear masks, sometimes not. So Richard says we need a general mandate because the minority is drastically affecting the majority. Yeah, and I think so. Some of the last figures that I saw were that we had like 12, almost 13 million cases worldwide, and we have like about 136,000 deaths here in the United States, 3.3 million cases in the United States. Black and Latino people are disproportionately representing the number of deaths in the United States. Compared to it's like almost or more than twice what our percentages of the population. And so I was reading an article in one of the emergency medicine journals, and they about bias, about subconscious or unconscious bias. Let's see. And this is just to point back at the health disparities, and why are Black and Latino people dying at a higher rate? And here was an article that addressed racial bias in the emergency department. So let's see. Before I go into that, so Dr. Hassan says the president of Brazil was supposed to visit the White House. Was he not wearing a mask? Is he not for wearing masks? Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, do elaborate. So, yeah, in this article, it was funny. Even the article was, I guess it was interesting. So it said, it warned the reader that they might get defensive while reading the article. And they asked, where does this bias come from? And they think that it comes from the perception of Black people and Latino people in the media, stereotypes, prejudice that they might have gotten from other places. Okay, so the president of Brazil has the coronavirus. Wow. Well, he was supposed, I'm glad he didn't make his visit to the White House, since Trump doesn't feel like he needs to wear a mask most of the time. So thank goodness he didn't come to the White House. So yeah, so they were saying that there is like subconscious bias in emergency physicians, and you might not even realize it. So that's one source of the health disparities that we're seeing with us dying at a disproportionate rate from the coronavirus. So let's see. So all right, so we generally agree that there should be like an overall mask mandate. Okay, gotcha. So one thing I want to mention is that tomorrow I will be doing a live stream with Dr. Tracy, who is a nationally renowned burn surgeon and creator of the Dr. Shorty's burn butter. And we still have other things to talk about. I don't want to just be on here talking about the coronavirus, because other things are still going on that are affecting us, that are driving people to the hospitals. There are still other things that are causing morbidity and mortality around us in addition to this. So what Dr. Tracy and I are going to talk about: first, second, and third degree burns, treatment, old wives' tales versus proven treatments, and we're going to talk about burn safety in the house, burn safety outside of the house, and burn safety for kids. And we're going to be, thank you, Richard. So we're going to be talking about that at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it'll be here on the Dr. Kadisha MD Facebook page. And yeah, definitely join us and make comments. We may feature some comments during the discussion. She's awesome. But yeah, I think more and more Republicans are coming around as far as this mask issue. Like I said, the governor of Alabama makes the 36th state out of our 50 to enforce a mask mandate. So guys, definitely mask up. Dr. Fauci is saying, nothing's changed. We still need to wear the mask, wash our hands, use sanitizer, because he says things are going to get worse before they get better. So I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but yeah, guys, please definitely share. I know it's getting late, and thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, please, let's get this message out, because we can't get control of this issue and get back to normal unless we do this together. And that's why I've come up with this mini mobile MD kit. It's got masks, gloves, sanitizer, even forehead thermometer strips for if you think you have a fever. And you can go to the Dr. Kadisha MD website and click on the shop tab, and you can make your order so that you can be safe. I want everybody to be safe. This is, it's funny, I sold all the clear boxes for now, and so I have the more, like, I don't know, this one that looks like a utility box. It's a little smaller. It's a bit more convenient, I guess, but I like the clear. It's cute. But yeah, definitely go to my website, hit the shop tab, get your kits. Or if you can find everything and put it together in a nice carrying case like this, then go right ahead. So I've got masks, gloves, sanitizer, ear savers in case your loops become loose or irritating to the ears. I have these little ear savers so that you can put the loops just behind your head. And then once if you use everything up, then you still have a case to put your masks in. I'm seeing masks on people's rear view mirrors. I'm seeing them in the seats, like in the passenger seats where other people have sat. You don't want to have your mask there on the seat. You want to keep it in a clean, dry place so that it doesn't get wet, or so that it's not somewhere that's that's a germy place, like in the seat of someone's chair. So definitely get those, or get it yourself, assemble the things yourself. I'm Dr. Kadisha. I'm your board-certified emergency medicine physician and author of the best-selling book, Help Us Help You in the Emergency Room, also creator of the Mobile MD Kit, and now the mini mobile MD kit expressly for these times. And please sleep well. A good night's sleep also helps our immune system so that we can fight this thing. And please, thank you, Richard. Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much, Dr. Ken, Dr. Hassan, Dr. Charlotte, Dr. Carla. Who else here? And Carl, thank you. Dr. Yvette, thank you so much. And you guys hit share. And if you watch this after the live, do put in your comments, hashtag replay. So thank you so much. You guys get a good night's sleep. Tell me what you'd like me to discuss tomorrow, or rather, well, we're talking about burns tomorrow with Dr. Tracy at 8 Central Standard Time. And tell me what you want me to talk about in the future. Friday, I'm going to talk about pregnancy and the coronavirus. And let's see, I work Saturday, so I'll get on when I can. But then Sunday, the plan is to discuss the long-term effects of the coronavirus, part 1. Because people keep playing this down and they think they're just going to get over it and get on with their lives. But the coronavirus has some long-term effects that it leaves behind. So maybe that will help get the message out. Maybe that will help get the message out that this is not something to be played with. We don't know what the long-term effects of having the coronavirus may be for some of us. So tomorrow we'll be talking about burn safety with Dr. Tracy since it's so hot. Friday, pregnancy and the coronavirus. Saturday, I'll be in the ER and I'll just get on and maybe tell you what's going on. And then Sunday, we'll talk about the long-term effects of the coronavirus, part 1. Now, this month is also National Minority Mental Health Month, and Dr. Ken and I will be talking next Sunday, like in 11 days, about mental health emergencies. So be on the lookout for a square about that, and I will publish like a little update for my talk tomorrow with Dr. Tracy. So again, this is Dr. Kadisha. I'm signing out. You guys get a great night's sleep, and I look forward to speaking with you guys tomorrow about burns. Good night.